Hello Capricorn and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be your 2024 predictions and energy forecast. Let's get started. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. All right. We'll tap into each month from January through December. Please remember this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. There's some level of a stuck energy that I'm picking up already, but we'll get through it. Let's do it. Ooh, there's like a fire sign that you are concerned about, worried about. Okay. So I see here in January that there was this decision that you had to make, and there was a lot of back and forth, uncertainty. Possibly it was whether or not you should stay at your current position. Obviously, that may not apply for all of you, so only take what resonates. But I see that in January, you weren't sure whether or not you should stay with a commitment that you were already in. Um, and that was creating a lot of stress and uncertainty for you. In February, I see here, when it comes to your finances, like you always felt like you had it under control, but it's either your energy or somebody else's here. But I just kind of feel like there is this worry that money isn't always going to be there. So it almost feels like somebody here is wanting a promotion, or like you're trying to go for a better position, a better job, because you're not necessarily happy. Like you always felt like you had enough, but there was kind of like this financial scare or a realization that maybe you could be making more. You could be making more somewhere else, and you just didn't necessarily feel valued wherever you were. Let's go ahead and move these over. Pull a couple more cards for you. So in March, I see you moving on. I see you moving on. And it was because you didn't feel emotionally fulfilled. It almost felt like it was a dead end. So I keep getting this feeling like some of you, you just felt like there was no, you reached the highest point you knew you were going to be at. So it didn't end up feeling emotionally fulfilling for you. You just kind of felt like it was a dead end where you used to be, or a certain opportunity felt like a dead end. And so by April, I just see you like kind of, if you were looking for like a new job or something, I see that in April you are actually trying to get there, trying to perhaps send out resumes and see where you can end up with. There's a lot of competitive energy that I'm feeling, but at the same time, there is a lot of like fiery, trying to get things done, get things moving kind of energy. surrounding you in April. It almost feels like you needed to be very like business oriented. You couldn't be like, if you have a spiritual side where you feel like, I I feel like whoever I'm picking up right now, you have a lot of like watery energy too. It's not just earth. You must have like a very strong water placement, whether that's your moon or, I think it's your moon. Your moon sign is very watery. So it could be a water sign. Strong Pisces energy is what I'm feeling. But anyways, but it's just like you couldn't let your Pisces or like that watery, creative energy surface. Like I see you kind of repressing that energy in April, and it's because you are trying to have a competitive edge. I feel like people won't take you, or at least you feel, this is what you think, that you might not have a competitive edge if you truly show others your true colors. Like, I just feel like you have a fun and playful side, but you're not able to share that just with anybody, especially when it comes to your work. You are taking your work very seriously. And I see that in May, your attitude towards your endeavors is going to pay off, but it comes at a price of not truly enjoying and being able to be yourself. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like you're able to move on to find greater peace, but at the same time, at what cost of not truly being happy? The happy you is just, it feels very cold, is what I'm feeling. So the universe is suggesting to have more love around you, not just for others, but for yourself. It's just like, if you, it's kind of, let me put it to you in this perspective. If you saw that somebody you really truly loved was doing what you were doing, essentially hiding yourself, hiding who you are, not being able to be freely happy, but to be, to have a cold front, you would feel so sad and unhappy for them, right? You'll just be like, oh my gosh, they're not able to bloom. It's just like they need to be closed up and cold because they think that's how they're going to get respect when it comes to their work front. It's kind of sad. It's so sad. And the universe is really asking you to like like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, these wanted to fly. Okay, we'll take them. We'll take them. Okay. So I see here in June that this feeling of not having enough saved not having like the nest, it is really a driving force in helping you go after your dreams. And even though there's a lot of competition, you're like, see this, like you're not giving up. You're gonna keep at it and truly go for it. And in July, there's somebody here that you had some level of romantic feelings for, and it was almost like a crush or something that you kept for a long time. It was almost like in secret as well, but there was some level of like third party energies or like a lie and betrayal kind of energy is what I'm picking up. So, ooh, okay. So some of you may have been dealing with a third party situation. The person that you may have stood by or was there for, they keep having a wandering eye for like another energy. The other energy could be a possible fire sign. They don't have to be, or somebody who's just like uses their looks and physicality or their sexuality to pull other people in. And it's just like you are kind of the type to lead with love, but the other person, the third party, kind of leads with lust. And you just kind of realize that, oh my goodness. Okay, strong energy coming through, message coming through, but it's almost like you got tired. You got tired of that. You see and wondered why. So this is in August. The energy that's coming through in August is just like you're technically heartbroken because somebody here kept having a wandering eye, entertaining other people due to lustful energy. So you're just like, if you can't beat them, join them. And so I see you kind of trying to take on this like sexual role where you really try to use your appearance into getting what you want, not only through your work but through your romance as well. So I see a lot of like utilizing fashion. So using fashion to make yourself look more attractive, perhaps more cleavage, or like doing your hair differently, or remember this isn't gender specific. So yeah, I'm just reading energy here, but just sprucing up your look, having some level of a makeover or something like that. And by doing that, it kind of gives you a confidence boost when it comes to your work and your romance. And in September, I just kind of feel like with this newfound confidence, just trying something new, putting yourself out there, there may be an opportunity for a love to come in. And there is this like truth that surfaces. I think one of the people that you have encountered or giving chance to, like somebody like confesses their feelings or make it known. Ooh, yeah, somebody comes out and is like, I like you, like I have feelings for you. And it it really just melts your guard. Like I just see this like wall just dissolving as soon as that truth surfaces and makes into reality all of these fantasies, like all these fantasies into reality. I see like September is going to be a very memorable month where you may really encounter somebody very special. And moving on to October, it's almost like reality check. Like you have this thing where it's like reality check, back to business, back to work. And it's like the universe is asking you like don't be so cold is what I'm feeling. Like somebody might take your professional demeanor. So with me saying that makes me kind of think that it might be like a work thing. You may have a crush or there might be some like romance happening at work. But I feel like your cold business professional demeanor can have this way of rubbing off the wrong way when it comes to somebody that you may have a romantic connection with. This person may wonder like does Capricorn not like me anymore? Like are we not on the same page? And as a result, like I keep kind of getting this feeling like you know it too. You know you're doing that. So you're like, well, it was nice while it lasted, and like let's move on. Like that's the kind of energy. There's some level of truth that surfaced. I think it's like almost like, oh, I can't have this because work. Like I gotta be professional is what I'm getting. The universe is saying like just try not to be so hard on yourself and hard on people around you. Like they try to be understanding that like, you have to act a certain way because they know you through work, but it can be tough. But I think there has been the romantic encounter or some level of a moment you guys may have shared. It was something special. It was something special. Let's go ahead and tap into the remaining months, November and December. What's going to happen? What's going to happen for Capricorn? Alexa, I'm home.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you turn your lights off on me. I'm home. Okay. Wow, that was kind of a powerful message. Oh, you guys, Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm really getting this feeling. Okay, obviously we have way too many cards. I'm gonna save these for yeah, I know what to do with them. Okay. We'll take these and we'll save these. The facing down ones. Okay, these two. We have way too many. Okay. Oh my gosh. Capricorn. It's almost as if you don't want the attention. It's almost as if you don't want the attention. Okay, so November, I see here, you're just planning ahead. And I think the person that you had some sort of like, that you had romance with in September, you guys are going to have an opportunity to spend time together during the holidays. Perhaps even invite them over. Wow, you're doing something. It's like night and day. Night and day. So this is the important message here, Capricorn. This is where you should pay attention. There's somebody here that really has feelings for you, that really likes you, and you are going to open up to them. Yeah, so like during the Thanksgiving holiday, I see you guys spending a lot of time together, perhaps even like inviting them to a family outing or something like that. And things are going well. Like you feel happy, you feel loved, and You guys are spending a lot of time together. In December, this is almost like where your head, your mind, the logical side comes into play. And I see that there's some kind of like a battle within. Like it's almost like asking you to not be yourself. It's like the sense of identity. There's a focus on identity here. And I think what's happening, if I was to break it down, is you guys are being really hard on yourself. That's what it is at the end of the day. You guys are being very hard on yourself, and I could understand why. I feel like there's a lot of demands and expectations coming from you, especially because whatever your work environment is, it's just become very like competitive, or wherever you are in your life, whether that's your studies or your work, there's a lot of like competitive energy, and you just kind of feel defeated each and every time. And it kind of sucks that you have to put up this front that things don't hurt you, that what people say about you or to you, you don't take it lightly. You take it so harsh to the point where you question yourself, and you end up, I don't want to say you end up being mean, but it's just like you have this barrier up where it just feels like you are trying to not let others get to you by putting up a wall. And so I think the silver lining here is that you have a goal in mind. And I think that's what keeps you going, even though that it's almost like a battlefield you're going through. But you know that through the day in and day out, all of these challenges that you have faced, it's not in vain. And I think that's what gets you through. You realize that all the hardships, all the struggles and hurdles that you have to go through, it's not in vain. It's so ultimately you'll have a brighter future where one day you won't have to be in a position to take anybody's CRAP. Anyways, so let's go ahead and continue forward. I'm going to utilize these cards for the next little segment. So what we have here, we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. It's about your career. Surprise, 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 surprise. Are we surprised? No, I think not. So there's a lot of like sadness when it comes to your career. I think the main theme here is you are facing these kinds of challenges because of your career. So let's see, what about your career? All right. It's wow, it just comes in full circle. So the reason why you are having all of this like sadness, ooh, okay. Okay, this is not for all of you, but some of you here, somebody pulled back their finances with you, and that just really put into perspective that, like, I see like a hole in your wallet. Like there was an unexpected expense or something like that. Like it was kind of like an awakening where you realized that you weren't as financially abundant as you thought you were. And so you just feel like you got scared. There's this feeling of lack, this feeling of, oh no, what if I don't have enough money? like I don't have enough abundance to continue the lifestyle that you once had or you wish to have. And I see here that when it comes to, you know, your career and finances, that somebody was very like strict with you. They have a lot of like, you know, like feelings for you. They care about you. They almost feel like it's their responsibility to take care of you in a sense, but it's like they had to pull their energy back. Perhaps not enough funds to go around. I just kind of feel like somebody, the finances, the funds had to be pulled back, and as a result, you may have been affected by it. And so that's one of the reasons why. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why you had to look for perhaps another source of income, or trying to get another kind of like promotion, or I don't know, just you're trying to get more than one source of income here, possibly three, and then you just feel like if you have three sources of income that you'll be happier, you'll be more fulfilled and feel more abundant. And the reality here is that you don't know what's going to happen, but you know that it can't stay the same way. So it's almost like encouraging you to kind of continue forward, keep moving, because you know that the more you look, the more you invest in not just staying where you are, doing the same thing over and over again, you realize that things are going to progress for you for the better. And the main advice here is don't feel, or at least really try not to feel, because there is this tendency here for you to be sad and be down and be depressed because you don't feel stable when it comes to your finances or your career. You don't feel stable there. You're not there yet. And so that's what's getting you. So let's go ahead. What's the final message? What's the advice coming through? So some of you may have been single for a very long time. I'm thinking some of you may have been single for at least 10 years or something like that. And not having a romantic partner or counterpart or just a partnership in general has been very stressful on you. I think you feel like if you didn't have to do this alone, it would be easier for you. And so, yeah, you just feel like being in a partnership, being in a romantic, just having like somebody else to tackle the world together would be so helpful. But the advice coming through is don't shut people off. Okay, like put yourself out there, get yourself out there. I can see that sometimes you don't want to do things at all. You just want to be in bed all day. Like I keep I'm getting like playing with yourself. It says some of you feel like you just want to be in bed all day playing with yourself. Okay, that's the message. I'm just the messenger. That's what's coming through. Okay, but it's just like you got to keep it going, keep the momentum going. You got to talk to people, you got to just like put yourself out there. And because I feel like when one like doors are going to open for you, okay, but you can't just be at home all day. Like put yourself out there, like do some stuff, like go out there, and that's going to be very helpful for you. And the challenges and the competition is all part of it, okay? So try not to feel like defeated when the war, the battle is still going. It's still going. And so don't let somebody like win the war when you still have a chance, is what I'm picking up, okay? So let's go ahead and wrap up the reading with a final question and answer. Think of your question. Think of your question, and I will pull your answer. The answer is don't bet on it. Don't bet on it. So that was your reading, Capricorn. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.